Her purpose is the driving force behind everything a person does. It is the foundation on which a woman builds her life. When a woman understands her purpose, she is no longer swayed by the fleeting opinions of others or the shifting tides of circumstance. Her purpose becomes her compass, guiding her through the storms and the calm, through the highs and the lows. It gives her a sense of direction, a reason to wake up each morning with intention, and a resolve that cannot be easily broken. When a woman is aligned with her true purpose, she no longer seeks external validation or approval. She knows that her worth is not defined by others, but by the unique gifts and abilities that she possesses within herself. Her confidence comes from the understanding that she is fulfilling a deeper calling, one that is far greater than the superficial approval of anyone around her. Her purpose provides her with a sense of fulfillment that nothing external can provide. In fact, a woman who is driven by purpose becomes magnetic. She radiates an energy that attracts the right people and the right opportunities. Men in particular are drawn to her because she exudes a quiet strength, a confidence that doesn't rely on constant affirmation. She doesn't need to prove her value to anyone because she already knows it. When she moves through the world with a sense of purpose, she becomes a beacon for those who are in search of something deeper, something more meaningful. When a woman is focused on her purpose, she detaches from the distractions that come with seeking validation or trying to fit into someone else's expectations. She is no longer caught in the web of insecurity or comparison. Instead, she walks her own path, knowing that the right people will be drawn to her because they resonate with the authenticity of her journey. Her purpose makes her resilient in the face of adversity. Life will present challenges, but a woman with a clear sense of purpose is unwavering. She knows that these challenges are not setbacks, but stepping stones on the path to greater growth. She has the inner strength to face anything because her purpose gives her the resilience to keep moving forward no matter what. Men find themselves unable to resist a woman who has a clear and unwavering purpose because there is something captivating about a woman who knows exactly who she is and where she is headed. Her sense of direction and self-assurance are irresistible. She is not seeking validation or affection, she is seeking fulfillment. And this energy is incredibly attractive. It is not just about what she does or how she looks, it's about the essence of who she is, a woman who is fully alive, fully engaged in her purpose, and not waiting for anyone to tell her how valuable she is. This deep connection to her purpose creates a unique kind of power. It's not the kind of power that demands attention, but the kind that draws it naturally. A woman who is centered in her purpose becomes a force of nature, impossible to ignore because she is living authentically and with intention. This is why men are drawn to her. They recognize that she is not living for anyone else but herself, and in doing so, she invites them into a space of shared respect, admiration, and mutual growth. A woman with purpose doesn't chase love, she attracts it. Her focus is not on the approval of others, but on fulfilling the calling she has within her. She becomes the embodiment of the idea that when you are true to yourself and live according to your purpose, the right people will be drawn to you effortlessly. Men can't resist a woman who is not swayed by superficial distractions, but is instead deeply rooted in the fulfillment of her own purpose. This woman understands that her worth is not tied to her relationship status or the attention she receives. Her worth is inherent in who she is and the way she lives her life with purpose, authenticity, and grace. And that, my friends, is the ultimate power. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's emotions and the emotions of others. It is a critical aspect of personal growth. And for a woman, it is one of the most powerful tools she can possess. Emotional intelligence allows her to respond to the world not out of reaction, but out of a place of understanding and control. When a woman masters her emotions, she is no longer controlled by her feelings, she controls them. This means she does not let anger, sadness, frustration, or fear dictate her behavior or cloud her judgment. A woman with emotional intelligence knows the importance of self-awareness. She is aware of her emotional state at all times and understands how her emotions influence her thoughts and actions. This awareness allows her to pause before reacting, giving her the power to choose how she responds to any given situation. She does not allow her emotions to dominate her behavior, but instead she uses them as a source of insight, guiding her to make wiser decisions. This kind of self-regulation not only strengthens her relationships, but also gives her a sense of inner peace and control that others find magnetic. Emotional intelligence also plays a crucial role in empathy. A woman with high emotional intelligence understands that everyone has their own struggles, emotions, and perspectives. She listens not only to the words people speak, but to the emotions behind those words. She is attuned to the feelings of others and can respond in a way that shows compassion and understanding. This ability to connect on a deeper emotional level builds trust and respect, creating a foundation for meaningful relationships. When a woman practices empathy, she doesn't simply respond with sympathy, but with a deep sense of understanding. She can offer support without judgment, and she can help others navigate their emotions in a way that fosters growth and healing. Men in particular are drawn to a woman who listens and responds with empathy. There is an unspoken comfort in the presence of someone who truly understands your feelings, who can see beyond your actions and hear the emotions that drive them. Emotional intelligence allows a woman to offer this gift of connection, and it is a gift that is highly sought after. Furthermore, emotional intelligence allows a woman to manage conflict with grace. She knows that disagreements and differences are a natural part of any relationship, but she does not allow them to escalate into unnecessary drama. Instead, she approaches conflict with a calm and balanced mindset, seeking resolution rather than victory. She is not driven by the need to be right, but by the desire for mutual understanding and respect. This emotional maturity is incredibly attractive because it demonstrates that she is not easily rattled by external pressure and is capable of maintaining a sense of composure, even in the face of challenges. A woman who has mastered emotional intelligence also has a high level of emotional resilience. Life will present difficulties, but a woman with emotional intelligence knows how to bounce back. She understands that negative emotions are temporary and she doesn't allow them to linger longer than necessary. She has developed coping strategies that help her stay grounded no matter what life throws her way. This resilience is not born out of a need to appear invincible, but from a deep understanding of her own emotional processes and the ability to manage them effectively. Men are naturally drawn to this emotional stability because it creates a sense of safety and security. A woman who can navigate life's ups and downs without being overwhelmed by her emotions offers a calming presence in any situation. She is not burdened by emotional instability, and that emotional steadiness makes her an ideal partner for someone seeking peace, balance, and growth in a relationship. In addition, emotional intelligence allows a woman to cultivate strong boundaries. She knows where her emotional energy begins and ends. She understands that her emotions are hers to manage and that she cannot allow others to dictate how she feels. This understanding of boundaries means she does not tolerate disrespect or mistreatment, and she does not allow others to drain her emotionally. Instead, she chooses relationships and situations that nourish her, and she is willing to walk away from those that do not serve her emotional well-being. By maintaining healthy emotional boundaries, a woman not only protects herself but also enhances her ability to engage in meaningful, balanced relationships. She is not emotionally dependent on anyone, and this independence makes her an even more attractive partner. She understands that emotional health is vital for both herself and those she interacts with, and she takes the responsibility of maintaining her own emotional health seriously. A woman with emotional intelligence is a woman who has power, not the power to control others, but the power to control herself. She doesn't allow life to dictate how she feels. She recognizes that her emotions are a gift that can guide her through life's journey. When a woman is emotionally intelligent, she exudes a quiet strength that cannot be easily overlooked. Her ability to navigate complex emotional landscapes with grace and wisdom is a trait that men, and people in general, find irresistible. It is the mark of someone who is truly in control of their life. And this sense of emotional autonomy is one of the most attractive qualities a woman can possess. Self-respect is a cornerstone of personal strength and one of the most powerful attributes a woman can embody. It is the deep and unwavering belief in her own worth and dignity. A woman who respects herself understands that her value does not come from the opinions or validation of others. Instead, it comes from within, from a sense of knowing that she is enough, just as she is. Self-respect means holding oneself to a high standard, not because the world demands it, but because she has decided that she will not settle for less than what she deserves. A woman with self-respect refuses to compromise on her values or principles. She knows what she stands for and will not bend to the pressure of others to conform to behaviors or expectations that are misaligned with her integrity. She does not allow others to define her or impose their will upon her. Instead, she defines herself and lives according to her own standards, not swayed by external influences or fleeting trends. This strength comes from within, and it is magnetic. It commands respect from others because it is rooted in authenticity. When a woman holds herself in high regard, she sets the tone for how others will treat her. People are drawn to her because they sense her self-worth, and they know that she will not tolerate disrespect or mistreatment. Her self-respect is reflected in how she carries herself, how she communicates, and how she establishes boundaries. She is not afraid to stand firm in her convictions, even if it means standing alone. This courage is deeply attractive because it signals strength, independence, and the capacity for personal growth. Self-respect also means being able to say no when necessary. A woman who respects herself knows her limits and is not afraid to enforce them. She recognizes that her time, energy, and emotions are valuable resources, and she will not allow others to take advantage of them. She is not afraid of setting boundaries that protect her well-being, and she understands that it is not selfish to prioritize herself. In fact, setting boundaries is a sign of self-love and self-care. It ensures that she is available to give the best version of herself to others, but only when she is in a position to do so healthily and with balance. Furthermore, self-respect allows a woman to walk away from situations or relationships that do not align with her values. She is not afraid to leave behind things that are not serving her growth or well-being. Whether it's a toxic relationship, an unfulfilling job, or a negative environment, a woman with self-respect understands that her peace and happiness are worth more than staying in a situation that compromises them. She recognizes that by letting go of what no longer serves her, she makes space for better opportunities and healthier relationships to enter her life. Detachment, in its true essence, is not about withdrawing from life or avoiding emotions. It is about maintaining a sense of inner peace and clarity despite the external chaos or attachments that may come and go. It is the art of holding on to what is truly important while releasing the need to control or possess things, people, or outcomes. A woman who practices detachment understands that she cannot control every aspect of life, and in that realization, she finds true freedom. This freedom comes not from avoiding connection or intimacy, but from knowing that her worth is not tied to any particular outcome or attachment. The beauty of detachment lies in its ability to create space for a woman to be fully present in the moment. She no longer clings to the past or worries about the future because she understands that both are beyond her control. She knows that the present is all she truly has, and so she invests her energy into what is happening right now. Detachment allows her to embrace life fully without the burden of emotional baggage or unmet expectations weighing her down. She is free to experience the world with an open heart and mind, free from the limitations of attachment that often cloud perception and judgment. Detachment also cultivates emotional resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and a woman who is detached is able to navigate these emotional fluctuations with grace. She does not allow disappointment or failure to consume her, nor does she allow success or praise to inflate her sense of self-worth. By practicing detachment, she maintains an emotional equilibrium that enables her to weather the storms of life without losing her sense of identity or peace. Her emotions are acknowledged, but they do not control her. She understands that emotions, like all things, are temporary, and she allows them to flow through her without becoming attached to them. This emotional resilience not only strengthens her own mental and emotional health, but it also makes her a calming, stabilizing presence for those around her. One of the most beautiful aspects of detachment is that it allows a woman to let go of the need for external validation. She understands that her value is inherent, not dependent on the opinions, praise, or approval of others. She does not need constant affirmation from others to feel worthy or significant. This sense of self-sufficiency is empowering because it frees her from the emotional roller coaster that comes with seeking approval or fearing rejection. She knows that she is enough as she is, and this confidence radiates from her. She does not chase after external validation. Instead, she cultivates a sense of inner validation that is unshakable and comes from a deep understanding of her own worth. Furthermore, detachment allows a woman to release toxic relationships and situations that no longer serve her growth or well-being. She is able to walk away from unhealthy environments without guilt or fear because she understands that attachment to people or things that drain her only inhibits her potential. She is not afraid to let go of relationships that are rooted in dependency, manipulation, or imbalance. Detachment gives her the courage to set boundaries and protect her peace, knowing that she is worthy of healthy, nurturing connections. By practicing detachment, she is not severing connections out of bitterness, but instead she is creating space for the right people and opportunities to enter her life. This emotional clarity allows her to build stronger, more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and authentic connection. The beauty of detachment also manifests in how a woman handles expectations. She understands that expectations often lead to disappointment, and by releasing rigid expectations, she opens herself up to life's possibilities in a way that allows for growth and flexibility. Detachment helps her maintain an open heart. Free from the constraints of how things should be, she can pursue her goals with passion and determination, but without the need for a specific outcome or timeline. This approach gives her the freedom to adapt to life's unpredictable nature, embracing whatever comes with grace and resilience. She can let go of the need to control every outcome, and in doing so, she becomes more attuned to the flow of life, trusting that whatever is meant for her will unfold naturally. Detachment is also a form of self-care. When a woman practices detachment, she releases the weight of unnecessary attachments that drain her energy. Whether it's the need to please others, the burden of perfectionism, or the weight of past mistakes, detachment helps her let go of the things that no longer serve her. It frees her to focus on her own well-being and personal growth. By stepping back from unhealthy emotional entanglements, she makes room for self-love, reflection, and growth. This detachment does not mean withdrawing from life. It means engaging with life from a place of freedom and self-awareness, knowing that her inner peace is her priority. One of the most powerful aspects of detachment is its ability to cultivate a deep sense of inner peace. A woman who practices detachment is not easily rattled by external events. She understands that external circumstances are often temporary, and she chooses not to let them disturb her sense of tranquility. She knows that peace comes from within, and by releasing attachment to things that are beyond her control, she creates a serene environment in her mind and heart. This inner peace becomes a source of strength and clarity, enabling her to make decisions with wisdom, navigate challenges with ease, and remain grounded in a situation. Finally, detachment enhances a woman's ability to love and give freely. Because she is not attached to outcomes, she is able to offer love and kindness without expecting anything in return. Her love is not contingent upon whether or not it is reciprocated, and she does not give out of a need to fill an emotional void. Instead, she gives because it aligns with her values and her desire to contribute positively to the world. This kind of unconditional giving is magnetic because it is pure and free from selfish motives. Her capacity to love without attachment allows her to create meaningful, fulfilling connections with others, built on mutual respect and understanding. In essence, the beauty of detachment is found in its ability to create freedom, clarity, and emotional balance. A woman who practices detachment is not distancing herself from life. She is simply engaging with life from a place of self-awareness, inner strength, and peace. She does not cling to things or people that no longer serve her, and she does not let external circumstances dictate her emotional state. Instead, she walks through life with an open heart, embracing what comes with grace and wisdom. This ability to remain detached from what does not serve her, while remaining deeply connected to her true self, is one of the most powerful and beautiful qualities a woman can possess. Attracting, not chasing, is a philosophy that is grounded in the power of self-assurance and authenticity. It is the understanding that what you desire will come to you not through desperate attempts or clinging energy, but through embodying the qualities and values that align with your true self. When a woman embraces the art of attracting rather than chasing, she stops seeking external validation or approval. Instead, she focuses on becoming the best version of herself and letting the right opportunities, people, and experiences gravitate toward her naturally. Attraction is a magnetic force, and the most powerful form of attraction comes from being grounded in who you are. A woman who attracts is not driven by neediness or fear of being alone. She is confident in her worth and believes that whatever is meant for her will come in the right time and manner. This confidence is not born out of arrogance or pride, but from a deep inner knowing that she has nothing to prove. She knows her value and trusts that those who resonate with her will be drawn to her. This calm assurance is magnetic because it radiates self-respect and emotional stability, qualities that others naturally gravitate toward. When a woman stops chasing after things, people, or outcomes, she begins to operate from a place of empowerment rather than desperation. Chasing often comes from a sense of scarcity and underlying belief that something is lacking or unattainable. In contrast, when a woman attracts, she is operating from a place of abundance, knowing that there is enough for everyone, and she does not need to force or manipulate situations to get what she wants. She recognizes that things worth having will come to her, not through force or coercion, but through alignment. Whether it's love, success, or opportunities, she believes in the natural flow of life, where the right circumstances align effortlessly when she is at peace with herself. This shift from chasing to attracting also allows her to be patient and trust the timing of the universe. She understands that there is a rhythm to life, and not everything happens when we want it to, but when it is meant to. Instead of trying to control or rush things, she allows herself to be present in each moment, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This ability to trust and be patient is incredibly attractive because it shows maturity, emotional intelligence, and a level of comfort with uncertainty. People who are constantly chasing often exude an energy of anxiety or frustration, while those who attract are calm, collected, and at ease, confident that they are moving in the right direction. Attracting rather than chasing also means setting healthy boundaries. A woman who attracts knows when to say no, and she understands that her time, energy, and emotions are precious. She does not chase after relationships, jobs, or validation from others at the expense of her peace. Instead, she makes conscious choices about who and what she allows into her life. She does not feel the need to settle for anything less than what aligns with her values and her vision for her life. By setting these boundaries, she creates space for the right things to enter naturally. The more she honors her boundaries, the more she attracts the kind of people and experiences that resonate with her authenticity. Another key aspect of attracting rather than chasing is the ability to remain detached from the outcome. When you chase something, you are often fixated on a specific result or outcome, which can create anxiety or desperation. However, when you shift your focus to attraction, you learn to detach from the need to control the result. You trust that whatever happens is for your highest good, and you release any attachment to how things turn out. This detachment does not mean you are indifferent or apathetic. It means that you are open to whatever comes your way without being emotionally tied to a specific expectation. This open-handed approach is liberating because it frees you from the stress and disappointment that often accompany rigid expectations. A woman who attracts rather than chases also understands the importance of self-love. She knows that in order to attract the right relationships, she must first have a healthy relationship with herself. She invests time and energy in nurturing her own well-being, whether that is through self-care, personal development, or pursuing her passions. When she loves herself deeply, she creates an energy around her that invites others to do the same. She does not seek love to fill a void, but to complement her already full and fulfilled life. This sense of self-sufficiency and self-love is magnetic because it demonstrates that she is whole, not in need of anyone to complete her, but simply sharing her life with others from a place of fullness. When a woman shifts from chasing to attracting, she also opens herself to new possibilities. Chasing can sometimes limit your vision as you become so focused on one outcome or person that you miss out on other opportunities. By letting go of the need to chase, you become more open to the unexpected, more willing to trust that the right opportunities will present themselves when the time is right. You allow yourself to be surprised by life, knowing that the universe has a way of bringing exactly what you need when you are aligned with your true self. This openness and flexibility make you more receptive to new experiences, new relationships, and new possibilities. Attracting rather than chasing also allows a woman to embody a sense of ease. Life does not have to be a constant struggle or hustle. A woman who attracts moves with flow and grace, trusting that things will unfold as they should. She is not caught up in the frantic energy of trying to force things to happen. Instead, she trusts the process of life, remaining patient and calm as she moves through it. This ease and grace create a sense of peace that others find magnetic. People are drawn to her because she embodies a sense of tranquility and confidence, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly regardless of what may come. Ultimately, the difference between chasing and attracting lies in the energy you put out into the world. Chasing is an energy of lack, desperation, and control. Attracting is an energy of abundance, patience, and self-assurance. When a woman stops chasing, she frees herself from the exhausting cycle of seeking validation, approval, or outcomes, and instead, she learns to trust the process of life and her own innate worth. She becomes magnetic, drawing to her what is meant for her, and living a life that is aligned with her true desires and values. This ability to attract, not chase, is one of the most empowering and irresistible qualities a woman can possess.